Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Dr. Banu Hatice Gürcüm. I'm a senior professor of textiles. I am a textile engineer, and I have my Masters of Science and PhD degrees in clothing industry and fashion design education majors. I've been working as a department head of undergraduate and graduate programs. As for the quality assurance, I can say that I have many experience in this regard. I am the member of the Organizational Executive Board of Taplak Design and Planning Accrediting Association in Turkey. I'm also the founding General Secretary of Motetak Association, which serves as the QA provider body for textile and fashion design institutions in Turkey. I'm a total believer of the total quality management systems in education. Therefore, I'm working on the accreditation of the textile design undergraduate program at my school. I am the executor of the systems inside the department's quality program, and I'm writing the quality handbook of the department now. Today, we're going to start a QA course that has been prepared under the financial support of the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development within the framework of expanding educational offers and improving their quality in wet institutions and the advanced training system in the textile sector, implemented by DVV International, the Institute for International Cooperation of the German Adult Education Association in Uzbekistan. I am the master trainer of this course, and it's good to have you all here. The course aims to explain all the concepts beginning from quality, quality control, to quality assurance. It aims to improve the system of quality assurance in pilot institutions of professional education in the textile industry in Uzbekistan. It also focuses on expanding and improving educational offers in vocational education institutions and the systems of advanced training in the textile industry through capacity building for quality assurance in technical and vocational education and training institutions. Now we have Module 0 and for introduction. Let's begin. We're going to deal with all these concepts in this chapter. And now, the fundamental principles behind the quality management into WET. The primary challenge in technical and vocational education revolves around effectively managing, ensuring, and enhancing quality. Vocational education institutions must develop quality assurance mechanisms to assure the high standard of training for the skilled workers. Defining quality is complex as it is subjective and varies among individuals and groups. Thus, establishing a universally accepted understanding of quality is essential for setting standards. Generally, quality denotes the level of excellence and superiority of a product or a service, whether tangible or intangible. It also involves meeting agreed upon standards that can be evaluated using specific criteria. Comprehending quality within the educational framework encompasses the preconditions, educational procedures, and educational achievements. Preconditions involve assessing the factors that contribute to the educational process, including resources, infrastructure, curriculum design, and student demographics. Educational processes entail evaluating the methods, strategies, and techniques utilized in teaching and learning, encompassing instructional approaches, assessment methods, classroom management, and student engagement. On the other hand, educational outcomes involve evaluating the results or achievements of the educational process, which encompass students' knowledge, skills, attitudes, and abilities acquired as a consequence of the education. Comprehending quality within the educational framework allocates establishing a dynamic evaluation system within the context of modern world, as well as the sector's demand or technical skill set from the educated people. Vocational education aimed at nurturing graduates competent for the workforce must prioritize quality at first. The effectiveness of vocational education is reflected in the quality of its processes. This quality is shaped by numerous factors, not solely reliant on the initial input quality as conventionally presumed, but significantly influenced by the educational process. Consequently, the teaching and learning process plays a pivotal role in evaluating the quality of educational outcomes. So what is technical and vocational education? What are the fundamental differences between vocational education and formal education? Technical and vocational education, also known as technical or career education, focuses on providing individuals with specific skills and training related to a particular occupation or industry. Unlike traditional academic education, which often emphasizes general knowledge and theory, vocational education is practical and hands-on, aiming to prepare students for employment in a specific trade or profession. Vocational education programs can vary widely in duration and scope, ranging from short-term courses or certifications to comprehensive degree programs. These programs typically offer training in areas such as mechanics, construction, textiles, healthcare, design, product manufacturing, culinary arts, information technology, cosmetology, and many others, depending on the needs of the job market and the interests of the students. The goal of vocational education is to equip individuals with the practical skills, technical knowledge, and industry-specific competencies needed to enter the workforce directly or to advance within their chosen career paths. It often involves a combination of classroom instruction, hands-on training, internships, and apprenticeships, allowing students to gain real-world experience and develop skills demanded by employers in their respective fields. Vocational education needs to adopt adaptable and dynamic management principles to evolve in line with its inherent potential and meet external demands. A strategic approach to quality management in education involves positioning educational institutions as service providers aligned with the objectives of various stakeholders, such as enterprises, society, or parents. Stakeholders invariably anticipate top-tier services to achieve significant results and satisfaction. Thus, to establish high standards for vocational education institutes, an appropriate quality management framework is essential. Implementing education clearly necessitates effective quality assurance management. A robust quality management system is crucial for enhancing the effectiveness of vocational education systems in cultivating dedicated, committed, and professional human resources. Additionally, graduates from vocational and technical education and training (TVET) programs are expected to possess knowledge, skills, and attitudes that meet the demands of both businesses and industries. In this regard, the quality assurance system plays a significant role in upholding elevated standards of vocational education and training. The main goal of the quality management system is to ensure satisfaction among both internal and external customers. In vocational education, internal customers include principals, teachers, students, staff, and organizers, while external customers comprise the community, government bodies, businesses, and industries. Education quality involves users' expectations. Stakeholders like students, teachers, and employers are interested in education quality, which requires meeting predetermined standards while addressing customer needs and ensuring satisfaction. So we have to understand what factors lies in the quality of education in TVET. We will cover 8 factors. First, the curriculum and instruction. It has 6 factors under. As the second one, leadership and management. It has 2 factors under it. And we have the third one, teachers and staff, with 4 sub-factors. We have as the fourth, facilities and resources with 7 factors underneath. And we have the fifth, assessment and evaluation with 6 factors underneath. We have the sixth one, support services, which has 6 sub-factors underneath. We have the seventh, student experience, with 6 factors under it. We have the 8th one, industry partnership, with 4 factors under it. Let's have a deeper look at all these factors. When we study the quality of curriculum and instruction, this factor is to ensure that the curriculum is relevant, up-to-date, and aligned with industry standards, as well as employing effective instructional methods to facilitate learning. The most important criterion for this is that the quality of curriculum and instruction should pursue the vision and values of an educational institution in several ways. As listed below, the quality of curriculum and instruction depends upon 6 aspects. One is alignment with mission. The curriculum and instructional practices should reflect the mission and values of the institution. For example, if the institution prioritizes holistic development and social responsibility, the curriculum may include components focusing on ethics, diversity, and community engagement. The second one is integration of core values. The curriculum and instructional practices should integrate the institution's core values, such as integrity, respect, and accountability. This integration may be evident through the selection of course content, instructional methods, and assessment criteria that promote ethical behavior, critical thinking, and responsible citizenship. The third one is focus on student-centered learning. Since the organization of teaching and learning should be done through modern instruction methods corresponding with the customer-focused approach, the institution should value student-centered learning. The curriculum and instructional strategies may prioritize active learning, collaboration, and personalized approaches that cater to diverse student needs and interests. The fourth one, emphasis on innovation and excellence. The institution should emphasize innovation and excellence. Thus, the curriculum should incorporate cutting-edge content, pedagogical approaches, and technologies to ensure students receive a high quality of education that prepares them for future challenges and opportunities. The fifth one is commitment to continuous improvement. The institution's vision may include a commitment to continuous improvement and excellence in education. In this case, the curriculum and instructional practices should undergo regular review, evaluation, and enhancement to ensure they align with the evolving educational standards, best practices, and stakeholder expectations. The last one is outcomes. The quality of outcomes in TWED programs should refer to measurable achievements and competencies that graduates acquire as a result of their education and training, ensuring that graduates of vocational education programs possess the knowledge, skills, and competencies needed to succeed in the workforce and make meaningful contributions to their chosen fields. Quality of outcomes factor ensures that graduates possess the relevant knowledge and understanding of theoretical concepts, technical principles, and industry-specific practices related to their chosen fields. Graduates should demonstrate proficiency in core subjects as well as be equipped with the practical skills and hands-on abilities necessary to perform effectively in the workforce. This may include technical skills such as operating machinery, using tools and equipment, performing specific tasks, and applying industry-specific techniques. It also encompasses transferable skills such as communication, problem-solving, critical thinking, teamwork, and adaptability. Professional competencies such as ethical decision-making, professionalism, time management, and customer service. And industry-specific competencies such as compliance with regulations, safety protocols, and quality standards. Quality of outcomes in vocational education programs prepare graduates for successful entry into the workforce and career advancement opportunities. This factor promotes a culture of lifelong learning and professional development among graduates. Graduates should be encouraged to continue learning, growing, and advancing their skills and knowledge throughout their careers. They should be equipped with the skills and mindset necessary to adapt emerging technologies, changing job requirements, and evolving industry trends. By focusing on knowledge acquisition, skill development, competency attainment, workforce readiness, industry relevance, and lifelong learning, vocational education programs can deliver high-quality outcomes that benefit graduates, employers, industries, and society as a whole. By aligning the vision and values of an educational institution with the quality of curriculum and instruction, the institution can create a cohesive educational experience that fosters students' success, promotes institutional excellence, and upholds its core principles and beliefs. The second one is leadership and management. It has two sub-factors. Effective leadership sets the tone and direction for management practices. while management arrangements provide the structure and mechanisms for implementing the institution's vision and goals. Together, they contribute the overall quality of management within an educational institution. The quality of management of an educational institution is closely related with these two sub-factors. One is leadership. Effective leadership plays a critical role in shaping the quality of management within an educational institution. Leaders set the vision, mission, and goals of the organization, establish the organizational culture, and inspire and motivate staff to achieve excellence. They provide direction, guidance, and support to ensure that management practices align with the institution's objectives and values. The second one is management arrangements. They refer to the organizational structures, processes, and systems put in place to facilitate the effective functioning of the institution. This includes aspects such as decision-making processes, communication channels, roles and responsibilities, resource allocation, and performance management. Management arrangements are chosen by the members of the organization to help them conduct their affairs and realize their aims. The quality of management is reflected in the effectiveness, efficiency, and responsiveness of these management arrangements. A well-designed and implemented management framework enables the institution to operate smoothly, allocate resources effectively, respond to challenges and opportunities promptly, and achieve its goals efficiently. Additionally, management arrangements should be flexible and adaptable to accommodate changing needs and circumstances within the organization and the broader educational landscape. Then, as the third factor, quality of teachers and staff. The quality of teachers and staff is fundamental to the success of any educational institution. Employing qualified instructors and staff who have expertise in their respective fields and are dedicated to providing high-quality education and support to students. This factor can be explained as four sub-factors. One is qualified instructors. Employing qualified instructors means hiring individuals who possess the necessary credentials, expertise, and experience in their respective fields. These instructors should have relevant educational qualifications such as degrees, certifications, or licenses, as well as specified knowledge and skills in the subjects they teach. The second sub-factor is expertise in respective fields. Quality teachers and staff should be experts in their respective fields, possessing in-depth knowledge and understanding of the subject matter they teach or the roles they fulfill within the industry. They should be able to convey complex concepts in a clear and accessible manner, engage students effectively, and foster critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. The third sub-factor is dedication to providing high-quality education. Quality teachers and staff should be dedicated professionals who are committed to providing a high-quality education and support to students. They should prioritize student learning and well-being, create a supportive and inclusive learning environment, and go above and beyond to meet the needs of diverse learners. They should demonstrate passion, enthusiasm, and a genuine interest in helping students succeed academically, socially, and emotionally. The fourth sub-factor is staff development. Staff development refers to the ongoing process of enhancing the knowledge, skills, and abilities of teachers and staff to improve their effectiveness in their roles and contribute to the overall success of the educational institution. Staff development is essential for enhancing the quality of teachers and staff by promoting their professional growth, keeping pace with changes in education, fostering collaboration and innovation, and enhancing job satisfaction and retention. We have sub-factors as professional growth. Staff development opportunities such as workshops, seminars, conferences, and professional development programs, which provide teachers and staff with opportunities to expand their knowledge, develop new skills, and stay updated with best practices in education. This continuous learning process enables them to grow both personally and professionally and enhances their effectiveness in the classroom or in their respective roles. The second sub-factor is keeping pace with the changes. The field of education is constantly evolving, with new technologies, pedagogical approaches, and educational trends emerging regularly. Staff development ensures that teachers and staff are equipped to adapt to these changes and incorporate them into their practice. By staying current with developments in education, teachers and staff can provide students with relevant and meaningful learning experiences that prepare them for success in the 21st century. The third sub-factor is promoting collaboration and sharing of best practices. Staff development activities often encourage collaboration and sharing of best practices among teachers and staff. This collaborative learning environment fosters a culture of innovation, creativity, and continuous improvement, where teachers and staff can learn from each other, exchange ideas, and implement new strategies to enhance students' learning outcomes. The fourth sub-factor is enhancing job satisfaction and retention. Investing in staff development demonstrates the institution's commitment to the professional growth and well-being of its employees. By providing opportunities for staff to develop their skills and advance their careers, the institution can increase job satisfaction, morale, and retention rates, reducing turnover and ensuring continuity and stability in the teaching and learning environment. The fourth factor is facilities and resources. This factor is to promote adequate facilities, equipment, and resources to support hands-on learning experiences and practical training in vocational fields. The quality of facilities and resources in technical and vocational education and training is crucial for ensuring effective learning experiences and preparing students for success in their chosen careers. This factor depends on 7 aspects such as: first, adequate and up-to-date equipment. TUET institutions should have access to modern and up-to-date equipment, tools, and technologies relevant to the fields of study offered. This includes machinery, computers, software, laboratory equipment, and other resources necessary for hands-on training and practical skill development. The second sub-factor is well-maintained infrastructure. The physical infrastructure of TUET institutions, including classrooms, workshops, laboratories, and other learning spaces, should be well-maintained, safe, and conducive to learning. Adequate ventilation, lighting, seating arrangements, and safety measures should be in place to create a comfortable and secure learning environment for students and staff. The third sub-factor is accessible facilities. Facilities should be designed and equipped to accommodate students with diverse needs, including those with disabilities or special requirements. This may include wheelchair, ramps, elevators, accessible restrooms, and other accommodations to ensure equal access to education for all students. The fourth one, industrial relevant simulated work environments. TUET institutions may incorporate simulated work environments such as mock workshops, industry standard laboratories to provide students with hands-on training experiences that mirror real-world workplace settings. This allows students to practice their skills in a controlled environment before entering the workforce. Collaboration with industry partners can enhance the quality of facilities and resources by providing access to state-of-the-art equipment, industry experts, and internship opportunities for students. Industry partnerships can also help ensure that the curriculum remains relevant and aligned with current industry standards and practices. The fifth sub-factor is library and information resources. Access to a well-stocked library with a diverse collection of books, journals, multimedia resources, and online databases is essential for supporting research, study, and self-directed learning among students and faculty members. Qualified and adequate staff is the sixth sub-factor. TUET institutions should employ qualified instructors, technicians, and support staff who have the expertise and experience to effectively utilize the facilities and resources available. Staff should receive appropriate training and professional development opportunities to stay updated with industry trends and best practices. The seventh sub-factor is continuous improvement. TUET institutions should regularly assess and evaluate the quality of their facilities and resources to identify areas for improvement and invest in upgrades and renovations as needed. This may involve seeking feedback from students, staff, employers, and other stakeholders to ensure that facilities and resources meet the evolving needs of the workforce and the industry. Overall, the quality of facilities and resources in TUET plays a critical role in providing students with the hands-on training, practical skills, and industry-relevant experiences they need to succeed in their chosen careers. By investing in high-quality facilities and resources, TUET institutions can enhance the learning outcomes and employability of their graduates. The fifth factor is quality of assessment and evaluation. It is very important in the quality of education in TUET institutions. The quality of assessment and evaluation is essential for ensuring that students are making progress in their learning and that educational programs are effective in achieving their intended outcomes. Implementing fair and valid assessment methods to measure student learning outcomes and evaluate the effectiveness of educational programs. This factor depends upon 8 aspects. One is fairness. Fair assessment ensures that all students are given equal opportunities to demonstrate their knowledge, skills, and abilities. This involves using assessment methods that are free from bias, discrimination, or unfair advantages. Fair assessments should also consider factors such as students' diverse backgrounds, learning styles, and abilities, and provide accommodations or adjustments as needed to ensure equitable participation and outcomes. The second sub-factor is validity. Valid assessment measures accurately assess intended learning outcomes, align with the curriculum objectives and content, reflect the depth and breadth of learning, and are appropriate for the level of the students. They should measure what they are intended to measure and provide reliable and consistent results. The third sub-factor is reliability. Reliable assessment produces consistent results when administered multiple times and by different assessors. Reliable assessments yield dependable data that can be used to make informed decisions about students' progress, instructional effectiveness, and program improvement. Reliability ensures that assessment results are trustworthy and can be used with confidence to inform educational practices and policies. The fourth sub-factor is alignment with learning outcomes. Assessment should be closely aligned with the learning outcomes and objectives of the educational program or course. This alignment ensures that assessments measure what students are expected to know, understand, and be able to do as a result of their learning experiences. Assessments should cover a range of cognitive levels and skills, including knowledge recall, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. The fifth sub-factor is formative and summative assessment. Quality assessment includes both formative and summative assessment methods. Formative assessment occurs during the learning process and provides ongoing feedback to students and instructors about progress toward learning goals. Summative assessment, on the other hand, occurs at the end of a learning period and evaluates students' overall achievement of learning outcomes. Both types of assessment are valuable for informing instruction, guiding learning, and evaluating program effectiveness. The sixth sub-factor is use of multiple assessment methods. Quality assessment involves using a variety of assessment methods and tools to gather multiple sources of evidence about student learning. This may include written tests, performance tasks, projects, presentations, portfolios, observations, interviews, and peer or self-assessment. Using multiple assessment methods provides a more comprehensive and accurate picture of students' learning and allows for a more holistic evaluation of their progress and achievement. The quality of assessment and evaluation is essential for promoting student learning, ensuring educational effectiveness, and making informed decisions about teaching, learning, and program improvement. By implementing fair, valid, reliable, aligned assessments practices, educators can better support student success and continuous improvement in educational programs. The sixth factor at the quality of education in TUVET is support services. Offering comprehensive support services such as career counseling, academic advising, and student mentoring to help students succeed in their vocational education programs. The quality of support services is crucial for ensuring that students in vocational education programs have the resources, guidance, and assistance they need to succeed academically, professionally, and personally. This factor depends upon six factors. The factor depends upon six aspects such as the first aspect is career counseling. Career counseling services help students explore their interests, strengths, and goals and make informed decisions about their educational and career pathways. Career counselors provide guidance on career exploration, job search strategies, resume writing, interview preparation, and career development opportunities. They help students identify their skills, interests, and values and align them with potential career options in their chosen fields. The second sub-factor is academic advising. Academic advising services assist students in planning their academic coursework, selecting appropriate courses and programs, and meeting their educational goals. Academic advisors help students develop academic plans, navigate degree requirements, and resolve academic challenges and concerns. They provide guidance on course selection, academic policies, transfer opportunities, and academic support resources such as tutoring services or study skills workshops. The third sub-factor is student mentoring. Student mentoring programs pair students with mentors who provide guidance, support, and encouragement throughout their educational journey. Mentors may be faculty members, staff, alumni, or industry professionals who offer valuable insights, advice, and networking opportunities. Mentoring relationships help students develop confidence, motivation, and self-awareness, as well as build professional networks and connections in their chosen fields. The fourth one is personal support services. Personal support services address students' non-academic needs and concerns such as health and wellness, financial assistance, housing, transportation, childcare, and social integration. These services help students navigate personal challenges, assess community resources, and maintain overall well-being and stability. Personal support services may include counseling, health services, financial aid, advising, housing assistance, and campus activities or clubs. The fifth sub-factor is accessibility and inclusivity. Quality support services are accessible to all students, regardless of their background, abilities, or circumstances. Institutions should provide accommodations and support services for students with disabilities or special needs to ensure equal access to education and opportunities. Additionally, support services should be inclusive and culturally responsive, recognizing and respecting the diversity of students' backgrounds, identities, and experiences. The sixth sub-factor, evaluation and continuous improvement. Institutions should regularly evaluate the effectiveness of their support services and gather feedback from students to identify areas for improvement. This may involve assessing student satisfaction, tracking outcomes and success metrics, and conducting surveys or focus groups to gather input from students and stakeholders. Continuous improvement efforts aim to enhance the quality, accessibility, and responsiveness of support services to better meet students' needs and promote their success. Quality support services are essential for fostering student success, retention, and completion in vocational education programs. By offering comprehensive support services that address students' academic, career, personal, and social needs, institutions can create a supportive, and inclusive learning environment where all students can thrive and achieve their educational and professional goals. The students should also have a quality experience all through the education. The seventh one is quality of student experience. It encompasses the overall environment and atmosphere in which students engage in their educational journey, creating a positive and supportive learning environment where students feel engaged, motivated, and empowered to achieve their educational and career goals. This factor depends upon 6 aspects as defined below. The first aspect is positive learning environment. A positive learning environment is one where students feel safe, respected, and valued. It fosters a sense of belonging and community, encourages collaboration and mutual support among students and faculty, and promotes open communication and constructive feedback. A positive learning environment is characterized by supportive relationships, inclusive practices, and a culture of trust, empathy, and respect. The second sub-factor is engaging instructional practices. Quality student experience involves engaging instructional practices that stimulate curiosity, critical thinking, and active participation among students. This may include interactive lectures, hands-on activities, group discussions, problem-solving tasks, project-based learning, and real-world applications of learning. Engaging instructional practices help students stay motivated, focused, and invested in their learning, leading to a deeper understanding and retention of course content. The third sub-factor is personalized support and guidance. Quality student experience includes personalized support and guidance that address students' individual needs, interests, and goals. This may involve academic advising, career counseling, mentoring, tutoring, and support services tailored to meet students' unique circumstances and challenges. Personalized support helps students navigate academic and personal challenges, identify their strengths and areas for growth, and develop strategies for success. The fourth subculture is opportunities for growth and development. This factor provides opportunities for students to explore their interests, develop new skills, and pursue their passions. This may include internships, co-op programs, research projects, study abroad experiences, extracurricular activities, and leadership opportunities. These experiences allow students to apply their learning in real-world contexts, expand their horizons, and develop transferable skills that are valuable for their educational and career advancement. The fifth one is empowerment and agency. This factor empowers students to take ownership of their learning and make informed decisions about their educational and career pathways. It encourages students to set goals, seek out resources, advocate for their needs, and actively participate in their educational journey. Empowers students feel confident, motivated, and capable of achieving their educational and career aspirations, leading to greater satisfaction and success. The sixth sub-factor is continuous feedback and improvement. This factor involves soliciting feedback from students and using it to continuously improve the educational environment and practices. This may include collecting feedback through surveys, focus groups, course evaluations, and one-on-one discussions with students. Institutions should listen to students' voices, address concerns and suggestions, and make changes as needed to enhance the overall student experience. The quality of this factor is essential for creating a positive, supportive, and enriching learning environment where students feel engaged, motivated, and empowered to achieve their educational and career goals. By prioritizing student well-being, engagement, and success, institutions can create a culture of excellence and cultivate lifelong learners who are prepared to thrive in a rapid changing world. The last factor is quality of industry partnership. The quality of industry partnership in vocational education programs is crucial for providing students with valuable real-world experiences, enhancing their learning outcomes, and preparing them for successful careers. The factor depends upon four sub-aspects. The first one is real-world experiences. Industry partnerships allow vocational education programs to offer students opportunities to engage in real-world experiences such as internships, co-op programs, apprenticeships, and industry-based projects. Through these experiences, students gain hands-on exposure to industry practices, workflows, technologies, and workplace cultures, which complement their classroom learning and help them develop practical skills and competencies valued by the employers. The second sub-factor is industry-relevant curriculum. Collaborating with businesses, industries, and community organizations ensures that vocational education programs maintain relevance and alignment with current industry needs, trends, and best practices. Industry partners provide input, feedback, and expertise to help shape the curriculum, update course content, and integrate industry-specific skills and competencies into the program offerings. This ensures that graduates are well prepared and equipped to meet the demands of the workforce upon completion of their studies. The third sub-factor is internship and job placement opportunities. Industry partnerships facilitate the provision of internship and job placement opportunities for students, enabling them to gain valuable work experience, build professional networks, and explore career pathways in their chosen fields. Industry partners may offer internships, cooperative education programs, or entry-level positions to students, providing them with valuable exposure to the workplace environment and potential employment opportunities upon graduation. Collaborating with industry partners enhances students' career readiness by providing them with practical insights, industry connections, and career development opportunities. Students gain a better understanding of industry expectations, requirements, and pathways, which helps them make informed decisions about their career goals and aspirations. Industry partnerships also help students develop essential employability skills such as communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability, which are high valued by the employers. The fourth sub-factor is relationship with the community and the district. Relationship with the community and the district should enrich the cultural, humanitarian experiences that the students share. The industry partners should become valuable stakeholders and advocates for vocational education, supporting program initiatives, promoting student success, and contributing to the economic development and prosperity of the community. Additionally, this factor may be fulfilled by the help of the industry partners to create opportunities for community engagement, outreach, and involvement in vocational education initiatives, such as advisory boards, guest lectures, mentorship programs, and career fairs. This aspect can also be done with the cooperation of the local civil organizations. By leveraging the expertise, resources, and opportunities provided by industry partners, vocational education programs can deliver high-quality education that meets the needs of students, employers, and society as a whole. So, if you're dealing with the quality of education in a TWET institution, we have to fulfill all of the 8 factors, and we have to think carefully on these factors. We have to evaluate them in detail. And the thing we should know when we are dealing with quality assurance in a TWET curriculum, we have to have the instructional techniques behind the TWET curriculum, because it is very important. In technical and vocational education and training, several fundamental instructional techniques are commonly employed to effectively deliver practical hands-on learning experiences that prepare students for careers in various technical fields. Here are some fundamental instructional techniques used in TWET. Hands-on learning. TWET emphasizes hands-on learning, where students actively engage in practical activities, experiments, simulations, and projects retailed to their chosen vocational fields. This approach allows students to develop technical skills, problem-solving abilities, and critical thinking skills through direct experience and application. Hands-on learning encourages students to actively participate in the learning process by engaging in practical activities, experiments, demonstrations, and projects. Instead of passively receiving information through lectures or readings, students actively manipulate objects, perform tasks, and interact with their environment to acquire knowledge and skills. Hands-on learning provides students with direct, first-hand experience of technical concepts, procedures, and applications. Rather than learning solely from textbook or theoretical explanations, students gain experiential knowledge by working with physical objects, conducting experiments, and troubleshooting real-world problems. Hands-on learning enables students to apply theoretical knowledge to real-world situations and contexts. By engaging in hands-on activities, students gain practical experience and develop the skills necessary to perform tasks, solve problems, and complete projects relevant to their vocational fields. Hands-on learning fosters the development of technical skills, manual dexterity, and hand-eye coordination essential for success in technical careers. Through repeated practice and hands-on experience, students refine their skills, gain confidence in their abilities, and master the techniques required to perform tasks effectively. Hands-on learning is inherently engaging and motivating for students as it offers tangible, concrete experiences that capture their interest and curiosity. By actively participating in hands-on activities, students become more invested in their learning, develop a deeper understanding of concepts, and experience a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction from their achievements. Hands-on experience learning helps bridge the gap between classroom learning and real-world applications by providing students with authentic, industry-relevant experiences. And now we have work-based learning. Work-based learning integrates classroom with on-the-job training experiences such as internships, apprenticeships, cooperative education programs, and industry placements. Students gain valuable work experience, industry insights, and professional connections while applying theoretical knowledge in real-world settings. TWED programs often include laboratory and workshop sessions where students have access to specialized equipment, tools, and facilities to practice technical skills, conduct experiments, and complete hands-on projects. These sessions provide opportunities for students to develop proficiency in using industry standard equipment and technology. Instructors may conduct demonstrations and experiments to illustrate key concepts, principles, and procedures in technical subjects. This allows students to observe demonstrations, ask questions, and participate in hands-on activities to reinforce their understanding of the theoretical concepts and practical applications. TWED programs may incorporate industry-relevant projects, assignments, and tasks that simulate real-world scenarios and challenges encountered in the workplace. Students work individually or in teams to design, develop, and implement solutions to practical problems, thereby gaining practical experience and building portfolio-worthy projects. The third one is problem-based learning. Problem-based learning involves presenting students with authentic real-world problems, challenges related to their vocational fields, and guiding them through the process of solving these problems collaboratively. This approach encourages critical thinking, teamwork, and creative problem-solving skills while addressing practical issues encountered in the workplace. TWED instructors often use interactive instructional methods such as group discussions, case studies, role-playing exercises, and peer-to-peer learning activities to engage students actively in the learning process. These methods encourage participation, collaboration, and knowledge sharing among students while fostering a supportive learning environment. TWED instruction may leverage multimedia resources, technology tools, and e-learning platforms to enhance teaching and learning experiences. This may include interactive multimedia presentations, virtual simulations, online tutorials, and computer-based training modules that provide additional resources and support for student learning. The fourth one is active learning. Active learning is an instructional approach that emphasizes student engagement, participation, and involvement in the learning process. In active learning, students take an active role in constructing their understanding of concepts, solving problems, and applying knowledge through a variety of interactive and experiential activities. Active learning must be student-centered. Active learning must be interactive learning, activities-based, and active learning must use experiential learning opportunities. Active learning often incorporates inquiry-based learning approaches where students are encouraged to ask questions, seek answers, and explore topics independently. By posing questions, conducting research, and investigating solutions, students become active participants in the learning process and develop a sense of curiosity, discovery, and ownership of their learning. Active learning encourages students to reflect on their learning experiences, think critically about their thinking, and assess their understanding of concepts and skills. Through reflection, students consolidate their learning, identify areas for improvement, and set goals for future learning, which enhances their self-awareness and self-regulation as learners. Active learning emphasizes timely and constructive feedback to guide students' learning progress and to inform their next steps. By employing these fundamental instructional techniques, TUET programs can effectively prepare students for success in their chosen technical fields and by providing practical, hands-on learning experiences that are relevant, engaging, and aligned with industry needs and standards. And this is the end of Session 1, Module 0, Introduction. We've covered Chapter 0, Fundamental Principles Behind Equality Management in TUET. Thank you for attending this session. Hope to see you again in the next video.